There's something about the sound of a needle finding its place in the groove. A soft crackle. A breath. Then a voice rises out of the dark like memory itself. Tonight, we're stepping back into a time when R&B wasn't background noise. It was heartbeat. It was Saturday night on the porch.
And I'll be at your side forevermore.
It was the slow dance at the end of the evening when the lights were low and nobody wanted to leave. These were the records that didn't just play, they stayed. If you feel that warmth already settling in, stay with me. And if Vinyl Era feels like home to you, gently tap like and subscribe. We'll keep the record spinning. Number 15. My Girl by The Temptations. There's a certain kind of sunlight in this song. You can hear it in those opening bass notes. Steady, confident, like footsteps walking toward something good. In 1965, when this record began drifting through living rooms and car radios, it felt like reassurance. America was shifting. Streets were tense. But here was a voice, David Ruffin's voice, promising devotion with a tenderness that felt unshakable. Smokey Robinson's songwriting wrapped around that melody like silk. The strings lifted it, the harmonies held it in place, and suddenly, love sounded certain again. Even now, when that first line floats in, it doesn't feel old. It feels faithful, like something you can still hold on to. That's how it lingers, gentle and sure, as we move deeper into the night. Number 14. Respect by Aretha Franklin. It begins with a demand. Not loud, not frantic, but firm. When Aretha stepped into that Detroit studio in 1967 and turned Otis Redding's plea into a declaration, something shifted. The piano chords felt like a door opening. Her voice didn't ask, it claimed. The world outside was restless. Civil rights marches filled the streets. Women were finding their voice. And here was a song that seemed to speak for both at once. The backing vocals answered her like a chorus of witnesses. R-E-S-P-E-C-T wasn't just spelled, it was carved into history. And decades later, when it plays, it still carries that spark, that dignity, that fire. Some songs ask to be remembered. This one insists. Number 13. Let's Stay Together by Al Green. There's a softness in Al Green's delivery that feels almost fragile, like he's singing directly into your ear. Released in 1971, this record wrapped itself around couples who were holding on through uncertain times. The Vietnam War loomed. Trust felt thin. But this song whispered commitment instead of fear. The groove never rushes, the drums breathe, and Al's falsetto rises just enough to feel vulnerable, but never weak. It's the sound of someone choosing love, deliberately. Even today, late at night, when this melody drifts through a quiet room, it doesn't feel dated. It feels devoted. And devotion never goes out of style. Number 12. Sittin' On. The Dock of the Bay by Otis Redding. You can almost see the water. That gentle guitar.
I'll be sitting when the evening comes.
Hollow echo of space. And then Otis, reflective, almost weary, singing about watching ships roll away.
I'm sitting on the dock of the bay.
Recorded just days before his tragic passing in 1967, the song feels like a farewell without trying to be. There's no pleading, no grand finale, just acceptance. In a decade defined by movement and protest, this was stillness, a man sitting with his thoughts. The whistling at the end feels unfinished, and maybe that's why it stays with us. Life rarely ties itself up neatly. Sometimes we just sit and let the tide come in.
People tell me to do, loneliness won't leave me alone. Listen.
Number 11. Stand By Me by Ben E. King.
When the night has come
That bass line doesn't ask permission. It walks in.
and the moon
In 1961, when uncertainty seemed stitched into the air, this song offered something simple.
be afraid, oh I
Stay close. Ben E. King's voice carried a steadiness that felt older than the moment.
so darling, darling, stand by me. Oh,
The orchestration never overwhelms. It supports. It stands, just like the lyrics promise. Through decades of change,
if the sky
this record has resurfaced again and again. Weddings, films, quiet nights alone. Because the message is timeless. When the sky grows dark, don't leave. And sometimes, that's all we really need to hear.
as you stand by me.
Number 10. I Heard It Through the Grapevine by Marvin Gaye.
Don't you know that I heard it through the grapevine?
There's tension in the silence before Marvin begins. By 1968, rumors traveled faster than truth, and this song captured that ache.
I know a man ain't supposed to cry, but
The sting of hearing about love slipping away from someone else. The groove is tight, controlled, but Marvin's voice trembles just enough to let the pain show.
that you love someone else, then
It wasn't just heartbreak. It was suspicion, distrust, the feeling that something beautiful might be unraveling.
heard it through the grapevine, and I'm just
And even now, when those opening chords arrive, you feel it in your chest. Some stories don't age, they just deepen.
Do you plan to let me go for the
Number 9. A Change Is Gonna Come by Sam Cooke.
change gonna come? Oh yeah.
This one moves differently. Sam Cooke recorded it in 1964 after witnessing a world that didn't always welcome him.
But I'm afraid to die.
The strings swell like something sacred. His voice rises, dignified, restrained, yet aching. It wasn't just a song, it was a quiet prophecy. In living rooms across America, people held on to it like hope wrapped in melody. The future felt uncertain, but this record promised movement. Even now, when it plays, it carries weight. Not heavy, but meaningful. Some songs don't just reflect history, they become part of it.
It's been a long.
Number 8. When a Man Loves a Woman by Percy Sledge. There's no hiding in Percy Sledge's voice. Released in 1966, this record stripped pride away and laid emotion bare. The organ swells, the rhythm slows, and he sings like he has nothing left to lose. At a time when men weren't often encouraged to show vulnerability, this song cracked that door open. Love, in all its desperation, was allowed to be seen. And when it plays today, you still feel that surrender. Because loving deeply has always required courage. Number 7, Ain't No Mountain High Enough. By Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell, Joy Lives Here. Their voices meet like conversation, playful, assured, unstoppable. In 1967, this duet felt like possibility itself. The rhythm skips forward with optimism. The horns brighten the edges, and suddenly distance doesn't matter anymore. At a time of division, this song insisted on connection. And even now, when those opening notes arrive, the energy lifts, smiles appear, memories stir. Some records remind us that love isn't fragile. It's powerful. Number 6, I Got You, I Feel Good, by James Brown. The horns hit, sharp and immediate. And the room changes. James Brown didn't ease into this one. He declared it. In 1965, that kind of confidence felt electric. The rhythm section drives forward like a pulse you can't ignore. His voice shouts joy without apology. It was movement music, dance floor liberation, a release from the week's weight. And decades later, it still commands attention. It still moves feet. Because sometimes, feeling good is its own revolution. So nice, I got you. Number 5, What's Going On by Marvin Gaye. Soft drums, gentle saxophone, and Marvin sounding almost conversational. In 1971, this wasn't background music. It was reflection, war, poverty, division. The world felt fractured. Instead of shouting, he asked a question. The harmonies wrap around you like concern. The groove never hurries. It invites you to listen. Even now, those questions haven't faded. And maybe that's why this song remains. Not loud, but lasting. Number 4, Try a Little Tenderness by Otis Redding. It begins softly.
Oh, she may be weary.
Otis holds back at first, almost whispering advice. But by the final minute, the restraint is gone. The horns rise, the drums push forward. His voice explodes with urgency.
Try your little.
In 1966, tenderness wasn't weakness, it was strength. The build of this song feels like emotion refusing to stay contained.
Now I know she's waiting.
And when it crescendos, you understand. Sometimes love needs patience, and sometimes it needs fire. Number 3, Chain of Fools by Aretha Franklin. There's grit in that guitar riff. Aretha's voice carries both power and warning. In 1967, this record felt like a woman recognizing her worth and refusing to be misled. The rhythm has bite, the gospel roots are unmistakable, and her delivery feels lived in. It wasn't just about heartbreak, it was about awakening. And when it plays now, that awakening still resonates. Because clarity is timeless. Number 2, Your Love Keeps Lifting Me, Higher and Higher, by Jackie Wilson.
Your love lifting me higher.
There's upward motion from the very first note. Jackie Wilson sings like gravity doesn't apply. The horns soar, the tempo lifts, and joy feels contagious.
Forevermore. You know your love.
In 1967, amidst uncertainty, this was elevation. The arrangement never sits still. It climbs. And even today, when that chorus hits, something inside you rises too. Some songs don't just play, they lift.
I was downhearted.
Number 1, Let's Get It On, by Marvin Gaye. The groove is slow, intentional. By 1973, Marvin Gaye had already shown depth and reflection. But here, he leaned into intimacy. The bass line hums like anticipation. The rhythm sways, and his voice, warm, close, almost whispering, turns vulnerability into invitation. It wasn't just sensual, it was human. And decades later, when it plays in dim light, it still feels immediate. Because desire, connection, longing, those things never leave us. They just find new rooms to echo in. When you listen back to these records, you hear more than melody. You hear people holding on, reaching out, speaking up, falling in love, asking questions. R&B wasn't just entertainment. It was comfort. It was courage. It was conversation. And even now, long after the vinyl has been flipped and the jukebox lights have dimmed, the feeling remains. So keep the needle steady. The night is still young. And somewhere, a song is waiting to be remembered.